Hi, mamas, and happy Halloween week. Today on Between Us Moms, we are so excited to welcome someone who has taken the Instagram and the internet and every toddler mom's heart by storm. Natalie, aka Eating with Zion. If you are
Yay,
one,
hello.
yay! If you are one of her 350,000 followers on Instagram, you already know why she's already everyone's favorite mom to follow. She shares healthy and delicious recipes for all of our littles. You've probably made one or two of them yourself. She has a super helpful blog. She's a mom of two, and we're so grateful that she's here. So, from picky eaters, healthy choices, simple recipes, Halloween treats, we're going to talk about all of it. Please welcome
Mhm.
Natalie Wood to the podcast.
Thank you. Hi,
Yay!
guys.
Yay! I am so thrilled that you made the time. I've been following your Instagram account for, gosh, over 2 years now since I had
Oh,
my first
wow. I didn't know
child.
that. Thank you. Thank you so much. Of
No, thank you. And I'm going to let Hallie kind of kick it off because we want to hear about your story and everything like that. But
course,
yeah,
of
thank you for being
course.
here and thank you for all the recipes.
I'm sure so many people who are listening now are people who already follow you. But if we have some listeners today who have not heard of you or not met you
Mhm.
yet, you're welcome. You can thank us later. But can you just tell us a little bit about your story and when you started doing all this? What motivated you and,
Yeah.
to start documenting this journey and to help other moms?
So when I started eating with Zion, I remember that I just kept seeing a lot of baby-led weaning, and which is, by the way, it's an awesome approach, and so many babies thrive on that. But I didn't see anything on parades, and I'm kind of the mom that likes to take things slow. I do get like a bit anxious with things, and I was always someone that just wanted to create these healthy, clean recipes that I didn't see it really. And now it's become this huge thing. Like it's so weird. It's become this huge thing. It's been such a journey. And when I started solids, I started filming myself just kind of making combination purees, and it really kicked off. Like people were really connecting to it. Like, wow, they weren't seeing this. All they were seeing was baby led weaning, and they were on the same boat. Like they were also scared to give, like, chicken and corn and pasta. They were scared to give these things to the babies. And doctors were kind of just saying, like, okay, 4 or 5 months, like you're ready to start solids. And you just go home and you don't know what to really do. So I created this page showing moms like there is another approach. Like it's okay to take things slow.
I
Yeah.
am so grateful that you did that because I was one of those moms initially that was so stressed out and so nervous. And then
Mhm.
when I had my second, now I'm like, oh, she can have whatever the older kid is having. And
Yeah,
like
it's
the
different, right?
yeah, it go all goes out the window. And I'm so curious, starting the way that you did and now having your kids grow up and they're a little bit older now, how are their eating habits and kind of do you feel like you laid the foundation for them in doing purees?
I think a combination, and people have this idea in their head that if they do start with purees, that they're kind of going to be picky eaters, but it's okay to start with purees and then gradually start incorporating the baby led weaning, the firmer textures. Like that's totally fine. I think every child is different.
Yeah.
And that's why I was saying some babies are fine with baby led weaning, and some do need to take things a little slower, and that's okay. Like everybody's gonna learn how to eat in the end.
Yeah.
I have a question for you, and not to make you pick your favorite child and not like your actual flesh and blood, but you've come up with all these really great recipes. Of all your recipes, do you have one that is sort of your go-to recipe that you would say, this is a surefire home run, try this
Yeah.
one first, this is my signature? What would you say to our listeners for that?
Okay, so like the sweet potato pizza is always gonna be a hit at the house. I don't know if it's the same for you guys.
Yes.
But sweet potato pizza comes out so good. And if you're starting for babies, I want to say the baby chicken soup is like one of my most viral recipes. Like think about eating chicken soup. It's just, it's like warm, it's cozy, it's easy to digest. So I think for little ones, that's a really good one too.
We call it like gentle gaslighting. We had a nutritionist and a dietitian come on, and she was like, you know what? Just tell your kid this food that they think they don't like is the thing they do like. It's like this
Yeah.
sweet potato is
Hmm.
pizza.
Or you know what I do all the time? Like I'll be eating in front of them.
Hmm.
And they'll like look at what's in my plate, but I won't say a word.
Yeah.
I'll just sit there eating, like watching TV or something, and they'll come and be like, "Oh, can I taste? Can I have a bite?" Like that's a great way too.
Yeah, that's smart.
That's what my daughter does. She only wants what mom's eating
What's
all the
on your
time.
plate? Yeah.
Yes. And last night I had like a side salad with my dinner, and she was like, I want that. And I was like, oh, you want it was purple lettuce. I was like, you want the purple lettuce? And she was like, I want purple lettuce. And then she started picking out the purple parts and like eating it. And I was like, oh my
I love
gosh.
it.
And I do it with
Yeah.
pasta. I'm like, do you want the pink pasta? And that's like a pink sauce. Market
She
it.
aims for it. Like
Yeah.
beets with my daughter, she's the picky one, by the way, my firstborn. So with her, I'll be like, look, it's like lipstick, like the beet itself. I'm like, you can put lipstick on with it. Do you want to taste it? I'm like, look, you can put a little blush, just kind of create different things that they'll love. And that
Yeah.
will get them to try it too. Or serve it in a different way. That's
Right.
another good one. So
Right.
cut it up, over rice. If not, okay, they don't want it that way. Maybe put it in a wrap. Like there's certain things you can do.
Totally. We've been
Yeah.
gamifying dinner. So, like, if she takes bites, we're like, boom, boom, boom. And we all do a big cheer, or we show her how high she
Yes.
can jump after each bite. We're like, oh my gosh, the broccoli made you jump so high. And then she's like,
Love
I
it.
need more broccoli. I'm like, okay, girlfriend, you do need more
Yeah.
broccoli. Um,
The parenting
what?
win.
Yeah, exactly. Do you have certain ingredients in your pantry, in your freezer, refrigerator that are always stocked?
Definitely, I always have flour on hand. Like flour, you can do so much with it. Muffins, pizzas, frittatas, like they're fritters, pancakes. Like flour is something that you should always have.
Okay.
And I always have eggs is a big one, because let's say sometimes for dinner they don't want to eat really, they're not in the mood for food, or if you're just not, if you don't have time, like a busy weeknight. So you can even like quickly, I'll give them eggs for dinner. It's
Yeah.
a great protein. So you can quickly make an omelet, slice up some cucumbers on the side, put some fruit, serve it for dinner. Sometimes my kids don't want eggs for breakfast, and like I get it because sometimes I don't either.
Yeah.
Try to serve it for dinner. Yeah,
Yeah.
just like basic stuff. I always have the basics in the fridge. Fruit,
Berries.
yes, berries. I'm
Berries.
sure the same as every mom.
Yeah.
The berry budget is out of control. I'm
Out
like,
of
I hope you don't
control.
want to go to college because you're eating your weight in berries.
Yeah.
Literally. How often do you go to the grocery store?
Oh my God. Because I create content too, it's probably a lot more. But no, you know what? No, I'm sure it's the same for everyone.
I'm like 2 times a week, but
Two
sometimes they have to
times a
hit
week.
different stores. So sometimes it's Trader
Yes,
Joe's.
me too.
Yeah. And I'm like, ugh, I wish it was all in one place.
2 times a week.
You guys, you got to teach me your ways. I feel like I'm there all the time. We eat like Europeans, like we go and get the ingredients we need for that day, that day.
Okay,
It's a
yeah,
Oh,
little
you need to do
exhausting.
like some sort of shopping
yeah.
list.
A meal
I
plan,
know.
Hal.
Yes,
I
yes.
do that, but I hate food waste. It's like you're talking about the game that you're playing with your daughter at dinner. This is like the game I play with myself is like use everything in our fridge. So,
I get that.
yeah, you did mention your daughter's a picky eater, and I feel
Mhm.
like no mom gets by without having at least one picky eater. And my daughter is 3 right now, and she has entered this phase of, I don't like it.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
You loved it yesterday. I don't like it. And I am feeling like so defeated. What would your advice be to the parents who are in the picky eater phase? And how do you combat that?
Yeah. So be patient. Like it's gonna happen.
Mhm.
There's some days that they eat great, and then there's some days that they're gonna just want like yogurt, fruit, some bread. It's gonna happen.
Literally today, that's what she ate. I can't believe
They're
you just said
they're
those three.
growing, yeah, they're growing little humans. You know, they go through so much developmentally, like the teething, then they get through like these sicknesses, the colds. There's so much that they go through that we don't even know what's going on with them.
Yeah.
And you just have to tell yourself, like, okay, it's okay. Tomorrow will be a better day. Be patient with them. Do not stress too much. I know it's hard because it even happens to me. They're going to be fine.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
if they didn't get enough protein today, like, they will be okay.
Yeah.
I think like as long as their hydration and their drinking is fine, that then it's okay. And be consistent. Like still offer the meal. Even
Yeah.
though they're having that off day, I still believe you need to offer the meal so they see it. And the
Mhm.
next day they see it, and eventually they will pick up on the eating again.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's good. That's a good
Yeah,
tip.
yeah. I look at your content and I'm like, she is so creative with her meals. And I often feel like I get into a meal rut where I feel like I'm making the same thing every week. I'm like, oh, it's Wednesday, it's turkey meatball day. Or, oh, it's Friday, it's Goodles night. Monday, it's chicken breast. Like, it's just so boring. And I'm curious, how do you, or what is your advice for people who are in a meal
Not right.
rut?
I just started with my meal plan to kind of inspire moms to get out of their comfort zone, try new things with their kids. And for you, even you can just look at some recipes, try something new once a week. It doesn't
Yeah,
have to be all the time, just once a week. Say, like, okay, you know what? Today we're going to try something new.
yeah,
And see how that works and see what if they like it, you know, and you'd be surprised. You'd be really surprised. A lot of times they do. Give yourself that one time a week just to experiment, try something new for you and the kids.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, I buy all this stuff and I'm like, oh, I'm so tired. It's like Wednesday. I don't want to do
That's the
it.
thing though.
Yeah.
Like we
Mm.
get like it happens to me too. We get so tired and I love to prep stuff because I don't want to cook every day. You know, I'll go crazy, even me. I will. I don't want to be in the kitchen every day. So like I'll prep stuff and I'll freeze stuff and make sure I have it just in case. I use it. We use it. By the end of the month, we're using all the stuff I'm freezing. So
Yeah.
because like I could easily whip up something for myself on a busy weekday, but for them, I don't want to, I don't want them to just eat like the bread and butter or a bowl of cereal. So I'll take something out of the freezer that I prepped and I can make a meal with it. Like I can cut up some potatoes with the chicken nuggets that I froze, or even the sweet potato pizza I spoke about. It freezes wonderfully. Like there's a lot of things you'd be surprised
Yeah.
how well it frees, and like if you have to, the key is to reheat it correctly.
Mm.
Mm.
Yes.
And
I
even using
haven't
the
mastered
freezer.
that.
Yeah, me
That's
neither.
the key here because
Yeah.
if you're like reheating it in the microwave, it's not going to come out good.
How do you reheat in the oven? Like, what's your temperature and time for most reheating stuff?
I'll do a lot of times I'll use the air fryer. I know not everybody has one,
Okay.
but I'll put like a low temp on the air fryer so it doesn't like dry it out.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I will make like a side with it though. Like I'll make fresh rice or you know what I mean? Like I'll make something fresh or
That's
I'll
a
cut
key.
up some like a salad, like cucumbers, tomato, avocado, something with it. But if you're reheating it, I think in the air fryer, there's some stuff like soup. I'll freeze chicken soup and I'll reheat it over the stove.
Okay. I need to use
Yeah,
the
like I'll
freezer more, is what you're telling me.
really saves me on those days that I don't want to cook
Yeah,
and
yeah.
if I'm really busy because then
Okay.
I don't have to order food for them and I know they're at least getting something healthy in.
Hmm.
Yeah,
And they don't notice. They
Yeah.
really don't.
You've mentioned chicken soup twice, and now I'm just like jonesing for a chicken soup. That sounds so good.
We're really big on chicken soup
It's
here.
soup season. I love it.
Yeah.
it is.
Um,
Although my toddler won't eat anything hot. Like if it's
Really?
hot, she's like, well, it's too hot. I'm
Is
like,
it okay?
it's warm. It's barely hot.
Maybe, yeah, but is maybe if it's too hot, like I understand, but just like a little warm for her. Is she still okay with it or
She
no?
doesn't like anything
No,
warm,
okay.
but we'll get through it.
Yeah, yeah, you
Now
guys
I
will
want
get
chicken
through it.
soup too.
I
So
know. So you mentioned that you do some freezing, but I know a lot of women do like batch prepping, or do you do that? Or are you like more of a cook fresh daily kind of girl?
Yeah, I like to cook it fresh. Like
You do.
I have that stuff in the freezer, but if I'm not using that, then I'll cook fresh.
That's just your preference, I guess. I
Yeah,
guess there's
it
nothing,
is.
either way works, right? But I guess that's just,
It's whatever you prefer, because that
yeah,
way works as well. It's
right.
really what you like.
I know it's like a time saver. I feel like the women who love to
Yeah.
batch it up.
It gives you the freedom, like through the
Hmm.
like you don't have to really worry every day, like, oh my God, what are they gonna eat? What are the kids gonna eat?
Yeah.
Halloween, I feel like, is every parent's dream because it's so fun to see our littles dressed up and it's magical and there's so much excitement around it, but also like a nightmare in terms of all the candy and in terms of all the dyes that now we're learning about and how bad they are and the sugar. And I'm curious, how do you feel about Halloween and candy? And are you making anything for your kids that are on the healthier side?
Yeah, I'm actually gonna come out with a few recipes for like healthier stuff for Halloween. But we do go trick or treating.
Yeah.
And what I do with my first, because she loves sweets, she really does.
How old is she again?
She's 7.
She's 7. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we do go trick or treating. Like it's part of it. And I like doing, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I'll let her keep a few candies and I'll tell her, let's just put this outside of the house, for someone else, for all the other kids. I'll tell her just pick a few that she likes and she's okay with that. And
Okay.
I do, yeah, and I am making a few recipes for them that are fun. I'm always trying to find like healthy sweets for her because she does love sweets so much. She loves when I'm making stuff, and I try to incorporate her as well into it.
Okay.
So she sees that sweets doesn't have to be all bad.
Right.
Like you can make homemade sweets that are yummy and healthy and don't have those dyes or refined sugar. Like there's ways to have it and not have to eat all that stuff, all the junk.
Totally. As
Right.
moms, we're all looking for stuff like that because I think it's
Yes.
such a relatable thing for Halloween to be like, oh my gosh, yes, we want to go trick or treating. Yes, we want you to have some of these candies and for it to be fun. But also, I remember growing up, my parents let us like keep our stash of candy for like a month. And like my brother would make it his life's mission to collect every single piece of candy from every single house on the street. And then he would like sneak it and eat it. And it's like,
It's hard. It's
it's
really
hard.
hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a good
Because you
balance, I
don't
feel.
want to put like too much pressure around it, like too much like,
Oh,
no, you can't eat that. You can't eat that, So it's kind of hard to like navigate it with the kids. I
totally.
would say try and how old is you said daughter?
She's just 2. I have a 1-year-old and a 2-year-old. So
Oh,
the 1-year-old won't get
okay.
any candy.
They
She
won't
won't get it
even
yet.
know.
But the
Yeah. Like
2-year-old,
they're
she has never had
fine.
like an actual piece of candy, which like boggles my mind that I'm such a crunchy mom. But last night, for example, I made cookies and like she made cookies with me and they were like pumpkin, and I was like, look, pumpkin
Yeah,
cookies, kind of getting her excited about it, but I don't want her to necessarily like eat Jolly Ranchers and have like,
of course.
I'm like, you can't have this yet.
No, no,
So, but then yeah,
no.
I see some kids and I'm like, oh my gosh, you're eating unicorn, whatever.
No, at that age,
Yeah.
it's fine. And by the way, I remember trick-or-treating at that age, and I kind of just like tossed the candy after. Like they don't
Yeah, they
even,
don't know. It's like we do
no.
we go, we trick or treat, and then,
Hmm.
the next day you don't remember what happened.
Natalie, I have a little tip for you that we've talked about on this podcast. It's called the Switch Witch. Have you heard of this?
I have.
Which is great. Like if you're listening and you haven't heard, basically you let the kids pick like 5 pieces of candy they want to keep, and then you get rid of the rest and you leave it out, and this little Switch Witch comes and like replaces the candy with a toy. I feel like that's
Such
kind
a
of
good
great,
one. Such a
right?
good one.
Pretty
Yeah.
brilliant. I love that your community is, I think, safe to say, majority women who are moms. Like,
Mhm.
there is no better, stronger, supportive community than a group of women banding together. And I'm curious what the feedback or what feedback has surprised you or moved you that you've received since starting this.
Yeah, the community has really it kept me going because there was some days that it's hard, postpartum and you're tired. They have been so amazing throughout all this. I always get pictures of like babies eating the recipes and it really like for me fills my cup. When I see these other moms creating the recipes, getting inspired, a lot of new moms that don't know how to cook. And I'm inspiring them to get into the kitchen and they're trusting me with my meals. They're feeding their children with my meals. I enjoy it, seeing it so much. It really, really makes me happy. They have been so great. Like so many of them have been with me from the very big beginning and have been on this journey with me as with starting solids. So I've seen some of their kids grow, like with Zion.
Oh,
Yeah, it's really, really great to see.
I love
Yeah.
that.
And I would say for like new moms, especially like if they're stay-at-home moms, and they're thinking of starting something, like it doesn't have to be food. I'm saying like on Instagram, on social media, whatever. Like I'm saying like we have the opportunity today to connect with other moms, like not be alone, especially moms that just, they're at home, they don't have anybody to talk to. I have felt that social media has really opened up that door for me to so many things. And if you're a mom out there that's thinking like, should I do this? Like, do it. Create that brand for yourself. Do something for yourself.
Thank you for saying that. That's why we
Yeah.
started this podcast, honestly, because we were such like career women before we, had our babies and there's obviously a life shift that comes with
Mhm.
having kids and that's why we started this podcast is like we both had our own bouts of like postpartum and it really helped for us to talk to one another and so thank you for
Yeah, of
saying that and like
course.
encouraging other moms to start something because I think it's empowering. It also gets you out of the
Mhm.
like goo goo gaga for a minute.
Yeah, like something for yourself outside of being a mom. Because I know how it is. Like I'm with my children, especially postpartum, like you're with that baby 24/7.
Yeah,
And like it is very rewarding, like the most rewarding thing, but can also be lonely. And like,
totally.
nobody talks about that, or maybe they do. But when you're in that stage, like there is a way now to connect with other moms and share your ideas, like share
Yes.
that
Yeah.
creative side of you.
Amen. I
Yeah.
know we're almost out of time, so we'll just ask you a couple more. I feel like right now we're all experiencing high grocery prices. But you also want to be healthy and you also want to cook at home and you want to eat yummy meals. And so, how do you make eating healthy affordable?
Definitely like plan out a shopping list for the week. Plan out meals that you're gonna make so you're not kind of all over the place and meals that you're gonna use the same ingredients.
Mm,
Like, a couple times, a few times. When it comes to like fruit and stuff, it's really hard because the kids are always wanting more fruit and it's crazy the prices today. But if you're prepping and the shopping lists and using the same ingredients multiple times, that will help a lot with the bill. It will
yeah,
help. Freezer, like vegetables, it's the same nutrition if you're getting vegetables in the freezer than fresh, and they're not going to go bad.
so smart.
Same as fruit, to throw into smoothies, you can get from the freezer aisle the same thing. Like they're not going to go bad, same nutrition value in them. There's a lot of like swaps that you can do in that point. Am I missing anything?
No, that's super
Those are
helpful.
great.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
great. I'm sure everyone listening will be like, oh, yes.
Something that's just been something I never thought about before I was a mom that just was so apparent and like so like the fear mongering was crazy was allergen introduction and sensitivities and food aversions. What is your advice to parents who are in that season, the introducing allergens, and How did you approach it? What advice and tips would you give to those parents?
Yeah, now we know early on introducing it, they're saying it's better to prevent any allergies. So, introducing it early on. My first has an allergy to sesame. So, I know what it is and I know how tough it is to navigate that journey. That's a whole other thing. I know with Zion, it was hard for me because I was worried all the time.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, is the same thing going to happen to him? Thank God he's okay. He has no allergies. But introducing it early on and continuously exposing them to these allergens slowly. I do it very slowly, by the way. Like my approach, I don't know if you guys have gotten it, but it's very just slow and take your time, be patient with it. I remember what I did with him with the peanut butter because like that's a big
Yeah.
scary one. I took peanut butter puffs to the doctors. It was like I think it was a 6 month doctor visit, and I took
Toddler.
it with me because I was so nervous.
That's
And
so
I gave
smart.
it to him there. Yeah, I gave it to him at
Brilliant.
the doctor's office just in case anything happened. Like we're there, you
Yeah.
know?
Genius.
I have
That just like
seen,
blew my mind.
yes, I've seen people on TikTok like they're kind of making fun of themselves, but they go to like a hospital and sit in the
I saw that.
parking lot.
Oh, okay, okay.
I
What
like
I
your approach better.
yeah.
I like yours
Yeah.
better.
Yours makes
Well,
so
I
much
don't,
more
yeah, you don't have to go
sense.
to a hospital.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's
Like
like, I
just
like yours.
your
It's way
six
less
month, the
scary.
6 month checkup.
Yeah, that's genius. So
Yes.
smart. Good
I
tip.
love that.
Yeah.
Oh, my sister's daughter has FPIES, which is really bad allergies. She has 13 different allergens. And so,
Wow. No, it's
gosh,
hard.
it's hard and you're going through it. And yeah, allergens are a big one. I guess we'll wrap up with just two final questions. What is your favorite 10-minute meal for when you're short on time?
Quesadillas.
Nice.
Quesadillas, like you can put shredded chicken, cheese, beans with cheese, and put some shredded lettuce, tomatoes, sour cream. Quesadillas are a big one here, and
Okay.
everybody eats them.
Yeah, that's a good one. What kid
I'm
doesn't like cheese?
starving. This
Yeah, I'm
conversation
hungry
has me
too.
starving. I love that. Quesadilla is great because you can
Yeah.
put so much in. That's so smart. Okay, well, I guess I kind of have a two-parter. I love to see women give other women their flowers. The creator space is so competitive, and at its best, it's really supportive. At its worst, it can be really nasty. I would love to hear who is a creator who is inspiring you. If you could turn mothers to another creator you love, but we'll just do that. We'll give another mom their flowers.
Yeah, yeah. I love there's an account that I've always followed like since my firstborn. Her name is I don't know if you guys know her Yummy Toddler Food.
Yes,
No,
I
She's
follow.
really good. Yeah, she's really good. And she gives a bunch of amazing tips.
Yes.
love
So
that.
she was one of my biggest inspirations when I was first starting.
Love
And
that.
her website, she has so many good recipes. I've done like I did muffins from her. What else? Crackers. A lot of stuff was really good from her. So I haven't met her personally,
Yeah.
but she's a really good one. If you're
Yeah,
trying to navigate the whole starting solids or finding recipes, she's another really good account.
I love that. There's room at the table for all of us,
all of
right?
us,
Yes,
everyone.
there
Yeah,
is.
I
Yes.
love that. Well, you are wonderful.
Yeah, will you tell our listeners where they can find you and about your program and everything that you do?
Yeah, of course. So you can find me on IG. I have a TikTok account on Eating with Zion. I have my website, which is a great resource for
So
all
good.
things food, all things starting solids, picky toddlers, purees, whatever you guys want. I have an array of recipes, allergen friendly ones as well. And I just started my meal plans. If you guys need help with that, where I'm trying to teach moms that they don't have to cook every day and giving you kind of breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks all mapped out for you.
Ooh,
I am so impressed that you were able to. Were you a stay-at-home mom before you started this?
Yeah, I was.
wow.
Wow. And then how much time do you dedicate to like typing up the recipes on your blog and creating content? Because that's also, I mean, that's
It's
like a full-time job.
It is. At this point, it's a full-time job for sure. Like I'm still trying to navigate it, trying to navigate the stay-at-home mom life, like mom mode and then working mode. But like, if you know the secret sauce to it, please tell me because I am still trying to figure it
It's
all out.
hard. I mean, we have
Yeah.
help. I have help a couple days a week but it's hard. I'm like doing this while they're napping.
Yeah.
Like
Nap time.
nap
Nap
time.
time's a big one.
God forbid they skip a nap. Katie and I
I
both
swear,
experienced
I
that
know.
today.
I feel like I built my business from nap time.
Or nap time.
Yes.
See?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I know. I see those TikToks that it's like my toddler's napping or my baby's napping. It's like, should I shower, do the dishes,
Yes.
do laundry, do work, do a workout? And it's like,
Yes.
I
Yeah.
know, I know.
It
It's such
really
a
is. Like
struggle.
some days I'm like in my bed, like he's taking a nap. I'm like, Natalie, get up. You don't have any
Do
other
it.
time to do it. Like you gotta stop scrolling, get up.
Oh, that's so real. Well, thank
Oh,
you so, so much. You are so wonderful. And I'm
thank
very
you.
grateful that you took the time. And thank you for all the amazing recipes because I've made a ton of them. And yeah, just very appreciative.
Thank you guys. I'm so happy to be here. Thank you. This was so much fun.